Hey guys, Shadylikeatree here, and welcome into another top 10 of my favorite pops. I went a little hard mode this time, and so today's video is going to be my 10 favorite pops from my collection that I currently have in my possession that are not on the favorite shelf. So I could literally pick any one of these and they would fall in my usual top 10. But I wanted to make a little hard mode and do things that don't make it up to the favorite shelf, aren't as rare or as hard to find. But are still some cool pieces that I really like in my collection. These are in no particular order, so they're not really numbered, but it's just I've got them all set up right here, so we're just gonna kind of talk about them. First pop I wanted to talk about is Unmasked Batman. This is actually the very first pop my girlfriend got me. Not only do I like Bruce Wayne, I like Batman. He's unmasked. It's a cool mold. It's an older mold, harder to find. It's vaulted now. But it's still a cool piece that I like having, and it is in a pop stack. I do keep it on my reserve shelf for now until I find a better setup. But this is essentially one of my favorites. Like I said, girlfriend got it. It's a cool pop nonetheless. So there's Batman. Speaking of Batman, there's another Batman that makes this list. This is actually a recent acquisition from eBay. But it's the San Diego, or I believe it's New York Comic-Con. Yeah, White Lantern Flowing Cape Batman. I like this mold a lot better than I like the other molds. The blowing cape I think just looks much better, looks a little bit cleaner, a little bit cooler, and at the end of the day I just think that this pop is more my style, if you will. Speaking of cool designs, clean designs, I love the Iron Patriot from Iron Man 3. War Machine is a cool mold, it's all silver, very singular colored, but Iron Patriot I think looks a little bit cooler. And it's America. It just screams freedom, and I've got it in little pop protectors you can see, but it's just a nifty piece to my collection, and with the exception of War Machine, I have the full set, so I definitely like this one. This is another one of my favorites. A really odd piece to my collection that is really kind of a one-off, and I don't have anything else like that, is my hometown Cincinnati Reds have their mascot in pop form, Mr. Redlegs. And well, Mr. Red is kind of the main mascot. We do have Mr. Redlegs in pop form. He is cool. He's the old man, the retro pop. And I'm super happy that I have him, and I wish that they would do more of these and maybe do some players, but I don't think they ever actually will with the MLBPA, but having the mascot is cool nonetheless, and I'm glad they made one. Speaking of pops, I really like the design of, and I'm kind of glad I have the regular Scarif Stormtrooper. I don't know what it is about this mold, about this design, or about this feel, but I just love the way this one looks. It's maybe the color, the detail, or both. But for a common, this is a really nice piece that I like having in my collection. I've just about got all the Rogue One pops, and for good measure, because they all look really great. So definitely Scarif Stormtrooper, both the regular and the Walgreens exclusive Commander are really nicely designed, and it just looks really sharp. It looks a lot better than the older Stormtroopers, and I think even it looks better than some of the newer ones from Episode 7. Moving right along, this is another piece that actually came to me fairly cheaply. I got it for $21, and I'm just kind of surprised and shocked that I was able to get it for that good of a deal, because it is vaulted and hard to come by. But it's Thor from the Avengers, from Avengers 1. I have both him and Nick Fury, so I'm hoping to get the rest of the set soon. Well, at least the rest of the Avengers 4, Iron Man, Cap, and the Hulk, because I'll never pay $680 for the Loki from this set. But yeah, this is definitely one I like having, and you know, it's in a pop stack just because it's vaulted and rare, and that's what I do with my vaulted and rare pops. But it's, again, a good clean mold. Looks like Thor. You can definitely, you know, see Mjolnir. He's got his armor on and everything. It's just, again, it looks good, it looks clean, and it's kind of perfect. Moving right along, that does it for the dudes. I have 4 pops of female characters that I am absolutely in love with. I fell in love with each of these characters in their respective medium, and I've got some cool designs here. So let's just jump into it. First one I want to show you is, spoiler alert, Rey from the end of Episode 7 when she's giving Luke the lightsaber. Again, you know, as I've talked about, this is just really well designed. It looks good. It reminds me of the movie, and it's different from all her other molds. So you get a little different mold. You get a little stockier Rey. But it's still feminine looking, it's still good. and it captures an iconic moment of the franchise, which we won't know the repercussions of here for another 8 months or so, but I kind of look forward to seeing kind of what comes out of this. And I was able to get this one. This is one of the few Walgreens exclusives I was able to get myself, but I did manage to pick it up and snag it, and I've since protected it, as you can see. Moving right along, maybe perhaps one of the characters I most just absolutely adored from the start. I never played this game. I did watch a couple Let's Plays of it on YouTube just because I don't have an Xbox, but it's Kate Diaz from Gears of War 4. I absolutely thought her character in that game was amazing. I love the detail on her pop, from her ponytail to, you know, how she looks and how they captured her essence from the game. It's just really neat, and she has that quintessential look like she has in the game, and they nailed her likeness. They nailed it perfectly, and I got a really great box, and I couldn't be happier about this pop and having. This second to last pop here is a pop I thought might be a little bit more ridiculous than it was when it came out, but we do have a kind of normalized Lara Croft Funko toy here, Funko Pop, and you know, they do a good job of, not only is this pop detailed, you know, they've got the holsters, they've got the leg straps that she wore, her boots, things like that, but it's just iconic because it's not for any one game. It kind of symbolizes all the games and the movies, and I don't think it looks like Angelina Jolie's movies, because those were, spoiler alert, bad. But I think it captures the essence of the games, especially the early games, and I'm hoping that if they release a newer game in the newer franchise, we'll get some stuff from that too, because I think those would be kind of cool, along the Uncharted lines. Last but certainly not least is a pop I've been waiting on forever. Pretty much since I played the game, fell in love with this character. This character is very near and dear to my heart, despite the fact that she smokes. I've got Piper, and I just got her today actually, so which is why I'm doing this video, but I love Piper. She is my constant companion in Fallout 4. I wish she would be in future games, but we all know she's not. But she's she's got her little cigarette there smoking, her little press cap with the press badge on the side of it. And again, she looks just like she looks in the game, and with the hand on the hip, they almost catch her essence from the game, her attitude, her gravitas, her to hell with you, you know, spirit, and that's something that I really like. And I'm just so excited they finally released this, and hopefully I'm hoping that they'll do a rock candy of her as well. But you know, her and Curie in regular form would be kind of cool to have as well. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been my top 10 non-favorite pops. But I appreciate you guys for watching. See you next time. DFTBA, remember the Alamo.